Welcome back to another OTC video where today we're covering XFuels and their recent statement and their recent move into the Texas industry. So without further ado, we're going to get into it and we will actually go and cover some chart work later on as well. Now, first of all, the news itself, XFuels actually, or XFLS, the ticker, a Calgary-based energy company announced that it entered into the Texas market with the formation of a new Texas subsidiary or Cycle Oil and Gas Inc. Now, the first objective of the subsidiary will be to acquire Texas-based oil and gas assets. So some of these assets include operations that have serviced some of the largest energy companies in the United States, including Shell Oil, Petrohawk Energy, and Merit Energy, among others. So the CEO actually said that they have found a large number of underperforming assets in key areas within this state of Texas, which we believe we can greatly accelerate our expansion plans. So, according to a recent report by the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, commercial crude oil inventories within Texas have declined steadily since March of 2021. So it does make sense for these guys to enter the market, try to find what is performing under its potential, and utilize that potential to create profits in the short and long term. Now, according to a study by PwC, Texas currently contributes over $400 billion to U.S. gross domestic product and supports over 2.5 million jobs within state lines. XFuels believes that Texas' prominent position in the oil and gas market will make it a good place to do business in the coming years as environmental regulations remain in flux. Basically, another thing the CEO said was that the company always tries to be forward-thinking and to take calculated risks. Now, XFuel expects to continue to evaluate the landscape for distressed opportunities in Texas over the coming months as it aims to expand its presence in the United States, being a company, for diversified energy based in the province of Alberta, Canada. So they do have three vertically integrated businesses. The first one is Cycle Oil and Gas, which is a wholly owned subsidiary focusing on acquiring and optimizing underdeveloped oil and gas assets, such as these assets in Texas, right? So this is all under XFLS. Second of all, the Cycle Energy Services, which is a wholly owned subsidiary that supports XFuels' overall exploration and production effort with well services and end-of-life reclamation. So this is basically equipment that allows for faster rig in and rig out times, and basically it reduces the amount of time and fuel burned to complete an abandonment of of these rigs and whatever is happening. And third of all, you have Cycle Energy Technologies, which is a wholly owned subsidiary providing both research and development and existing technology to enable increased production in the field. Now, lastly, what I wanted to do is cover this chart a little bit. Currently, we can see somewhat of a trend channel being followed towards the upside. So we can see three touches on the bottom part, or actually even more. So right here, this is another touch. So we do have a strong support. Now, this at the top, I wouldn't really consider it a trend channel just quite yet, because we do actually have only two touches, and I would like to see three before confirming that something is valid. So currently, we are seeing somewhat of a narrowing down structure, which could mean two things, and basically what we're waiting for to see where the price will go will be is if it actually breaks out towards the top of this descending trend line and the counter trend line, or the sort of triangle formation that's happening, or if we go down and break below it. Now, fundamentals do point towards the upside, as you saw in the statement right now, but what we can do as investors and traders, we can look at the chart and try to actually not try to predict where the market will go, but only react to what it's showing us. So at this point, we're going to wait and see if it respects this zone of support, which it very well should if it's following fundamental drivers. So that would be it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something new. And just a little disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and any investment you do actually make in the OTC or other markets is under your own liability. So thanks for watching.